While I was out on the weekend, something happened to me that's happened to me hundreds of times since I've been in fitness. I was out eating something and somebody said to me, you shouldn't be eating that. You're a PT, you should be setting an example, you should be eating something clean and healthy all the time. So I thought I'd do a video today to cut through some of the nutrition bullshit that we're exposed to every day in the fitness industry. Now first, I'm going to give you a very small lesson on fat loss. I'm going to give you all the important things that you need to know if you want to lose fat. Number one, you need to be at a caloric deficit. Number two, there is no point two. That's it. There is no reason to make this any more complicated than it has to be, though plenty of people and companies often do. And usually to get their point across, they'll convince you that they need their miracle product, their miracle fix, this magic pill that is the gateway to fat loss. Fact of the matter is, 99% of it is bullshit. Now, without picking on anything in particular, let's talk about meal replacement shakes. Now, this is the idea that you're gonna replace meals that you have with these meal replacement shakes that you mix up, these high protein meal replacement shakes, and you have those in place of a meal. So does it work? Yeah. It does work. If you stick to it, it works. But there's a huge problem with it. Eating is such a big part of our social culture that if you're committing yourself to having this shake for breakfast every day and then your friends all invite you out for breakfast, you have to sit there like a dickhead drinking your shake while your friends smash their eggs Benedict. Now, you might be able to keep this up for a while, but eventually you'll crack. Then this whole fat loss system that you've created starts to crumble. Take the card out at the bottom and the house of cards falls over. See, fat loss is all about consistency, and it's about consistently eating less energy than what you're burning. The problem that I see with most fat loss products is usually all you're doing is creating this extra condition that must be met, some additional hoop that must be jumped through to get to your goal, when all that's really happening is you're creating a caloric deficit. Now, fat loss isn't about a shake or a low carb diet or going fucking keto. It's about eating less. It's also super hard to out-train a bad diet. Trust me, I tried it for years. It's much easier to just get the diet right. In fact, you can manage fat loss without doing any exercise whatsoever. To put things in perspective, let's take Sally. Sally's 40 years old, she's 165 centimeters tall, she weighs 75 kilos and she works out twice a week. By running a BMR calculation, Sally's burning about 1,950 calories a day to break even. Now, if Sally wanted to lose about half a kilo a week, she would have to run a weekly deficit of about 3,500 calories, or about 500 calories a day. So, that puts Sally on a diet of about 1,500 calories a day, consistently lose that fat long term. To give you guys an example of what 1,500 calories of good food looks like, look here. An example of 1,500 calories of bad food would be a large coffee, a large bag of chips, a Mars bar, and a bottle of Coke. So, as you can see, it's pretty easy to mess this up just by making a few bad choices. And if you think that going to the gym and walking on the treadmill while scrolling on Instagram is going to burn off those Tim Tams you had at lunch, just think to yourself that walking on the treadmill for 1 hour is going to burn 220 calories, the same amount that's in a Snickers bar. So, what are the takeaways from this? About the only thing that is important when you're trying to lose weight is making sure that you get enough protein. Protein, derived from the Greek word protos, which literally means first, is really the only one you need to get right. After that, just burn more energy than you eat consistently and the fat will disappear. If there are treats that you can't live without, then do the maths. Work out what you have to sacrifice elsewhere so that you can continue your afternoon coffee Tim Tam ritual. Don't create unrealistic expectations, because when you crack, and you will from time to time, all it's going to do is set you into this downward spiral where you sit on the lounge watching Netflix while eating a tub of ice cream, depressed because you're never going to lose any weight. Learn what you're putting in your body. Actually educate yourself. Learn how much protein is in your steak. If you can't use Google, then ask an 8-year-old. They're going to be able to do it for you. Until you take some responsibility for your actions, you're just going to be on this same bullshit roller coaster of one miracle product to the next, you're never going to get anywhere. Now, if some of this made sense to you guys, but when I started to talk the numbers, it made your eyes roll in your head a little bit, send me a message and I'm more than happy to help you out. If you want to take the next step and actually do something about getting your fitness on track, click the link below and see how I can help you.